Students, we are going to special points which we have to discuss in this segment of chapter 2 History Nationalism in India, that is the limits of the civil disobedience and the sense of collective belonging. What is these 2 points? When the Swaraj was demanded by Motilal Nehru, in the leadership of Motilal Nehru, Hindu Mahasabha party, these all were demanding for the Swaraj, but this Swaraj was not attained by all the segments of the society. Why? Especially the untouchables was very reluctant to join this movement of Swaraj. वो ये जानते थे कि अगर स्वराज आया भी तो बड़े बड़े लोगों के लिए होगा, फॉरवर्ड क्लास के लोगों के लिए होगा, who will ask for the untouchables. So this become a problem for the demand of Swaraj. These people were reluctant, especially the Bhangis communities, depressed class communities, ये सब जो है उसमें reluctant थे इस डिमांड में, वो नहीं चाहते थे, reluctant अपने को महसूस करते थे इस ग्रुप को ज्वाइन करना. They want some assurance from the leadership of the Indian National Congress. Gradually, there was a demand from this community as a scheduled caste demand for the seats. In the assembly elections, in the assembly, there was a demand for there should be some seats for this community, that is depressed class community. At that time, Ambedkar was a great leader also there. He formed an association that was called the Depressed Class Association, that was formed in 1930, and Ambedkar also demanded for the separate electorate. This demand was put in front of Mahatma Gandhi, and when they met in Pune in 1932, an agreement was signed between these two leaders, means Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi. These two great leaders signed a pact between them that is known as Pune Pact, that was signed in 1932, in which Gandhiji assured Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar that when India will get freedom, this community, that is depressed class, have some special provisions for them. उनको आगे चल करके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली उनको कुछ लेवरेज अकॉर्डिंग टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दिया जाएगा. सो ऑन दिस कंडीशन डॉक्टर भीमराव अम्बेडकर कोऑपरेट विद महात्मा गांधी, और उन्होंने उनके साथ सहयोग किया और दलित जो है वो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस को ज्वाइन करने में एक तेजी आ गई. अनदर प्रॉब्लम इन दिस सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट वाज द मुस्लिम फैक्टर. Muslims were rulers a few centuries before, but now a lot of Muslims were think that when initial phases of Mahatma Gandhi, that is 1960 to 1921-22 तक, ये जो when the Khalifa movement was done and the non-cooperation movement was running at this time, so Khalifa movement gained momentum when the Muslims joined. This when Mahatma Gandhi declared that International Congress can do for Khalifa movement. So Muslims joined the Congress. But gradually after that, 1922, 1923, after that, these Muslims also feel reluctant, because when they went on the stages, they feel that there is some feeling amongst the few leaders of the Indian National Congress who think that Muslims should not sit in beside them, and to take food, to take lunch beside them was not possible for some leaders. So all these problems create a reluctance in the Muslim society, because top leadership Muslims were very few in that. तो ये मुस्लिम्स को भी लग रहा था कि इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस में उनको पूछा नहीं जा रहा. सो देयर वाज ए रिलक्टेंस इन मुस्लिम आल्सो, एंड मुस्लिम बेसिकली द रूरल इंडिया मुस्लिम वर नॉट कोऑपरेटिव विद दीज लार्ज स्केल मूवमेंट व्हेन दिस वाज गोइंग ऑन द सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट. सो दैट वाज ए रिलक्टेंस टुवर्ड्स द आल्सो देयर. Along with this, there was a problem of business class also, business community also find themselves reluctant. क्यों ऐसा हुआ? क्योंकि in the phase of World War First, these business classes gained a lot of money. उनकी स्थिति सुधर गई, बहुत बड़े बड़े बिजनेसमैन हो गए. But when the Gandhi era started, the Gandhi started these mass movement. The large businessmen who had many industries in hands, they feel that when these movement started growing momentum, they will be loser. मोमेंटम अगर तेज नेशन वाइड चला तो इंडस्ट्री को ही सबसे ज़्यादा नुकसान होने वाला होगा. तो ये फील करते थे. दैट इज व्हाई द बिजनेस क्लास आल्सो रिलक्टेंट टू ज्वाइन दिस टाइप ऑफ मास मूवमेंट. दे सपोर्ट इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस, बट दे डिडंट वांट दैट देयर शुड बी लार्ज मूवमेंट लाइक दिस. दे रिलक्टेंट फॉर दिस टाइप ऑफ मूवमेंट. सो ऑल दीज वेर सम लिमिटेशंस. Now we come to the second point, sense of collective belonging. Nationalism, you know, cultural aspects also plays a very important role to make nationalism of a country. Our leaders also feel this, that when there is no collective belongings, एक सिंबल नहीं होगा, एक फोक सॉन्ग्स नहीं होंगे, फोक लियोर्स को नहीं होंगे जिसके अम्ब्रेला के नीचे सारे लोग जो है ज्वाइन करें, then the nationalism, the process of nationalism will become late. So our leaders started for this collective belonging. They started to collect the folk liores from the villages and the remote areas. They started to collect the songs, prints, certain symbols which were the in the ancient history and in the medieval period, that were the symbols of the Indian contemporary India. So these things were started collecting by the great leaders. एक नाम इसमें आता है बंकिम चंद्र चट्टोपाध्याय, who wrote वंदे मातरम. बाद में आनंद मठ में भी उन्होंने इसका यूज किया. He also used this song वंदे मातरम in his आनंद मठ. So all these things were done at that time. Tricolors were also in process of making. Initially Indian tricolor जिसको हमारे लीडर्स यूज करते थे, वो बनाया गया और उसको यूज किया गया जो 3 कलर में था, रेड, ग्रीन एंड येलो. ये जो 3 कलर थे, इसके बीच में लोटस थे. 8 लोटसेस वर देयर एंड देयर वाज ए क्रिसेंट मून to represent the Muslim community. Flag पर 8 लोटस प्लस 1 क्रिसेंट मून, ये उसमें दिखाया गया था थ्रू दिस कलर्स. जो रेड, ग्रीन और येलो कलर्स थे उसके द्वारा दिखाया गया. बाद में इंडियन ट्राई कलर दूसरे तरह का बनाया गया और उसमें जो चरखा है उसका यूज किया गया. इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस यूज दिस चरखा सिंबल्स वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली. सो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस का सिंबल चरखा दैट वाज आल्सो यूज्ड इन द ट्राई कलर फ्लैग. सो धीरे धीरे एक शेप ले रहा था इंडियन ट्राई कलर. जनगणमन, रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर wrote the Janganman in his book Gitanjali. He wrote this. So all these symbols were in process of making, and all these when combined together came in the hands of people. They began to feel that all these were symbols of themselves. वो उनका अपना सिंबल था, सारे इंडियन का सिंबल था. वंदे मातरम कहते हुए लाखों लोगों ने जान दे दिया. सो दीज सिंबल्स वर very fond of by the Indians. लोगों ने इनको पसंद किया और इन सिंबल्स के थ्रू नेशनलिज्म का जो हमारा प्रोसेस था, दैट बिकम वेरी स्ट्रांग एंड वी गेन द freedom in 1947.